All right, everyone. We got NFL power rankings, making ourselves look like, you know, dumbasses before the season even starts. We're gonna try to break it down. My boy Markel is gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit. We got two different styles in which we're gonna tackle this. You know, um, you want me to go first, or you want to hit it off?
I do my first five, and then you want to do your five after.
Well, I'm gonna shit on the whole league, so you do
Oh,
whatever you want to do.
you gonna do that?
Everyone's getting hate from me. No one's safe.
All
No
right.
one's safe.
So in today's episode, we're gonna do 1 through 10. So from one being the best team in the NFL to 10 being the beginning of the middle of the pack. Right. So
Yeah.
my number one Super Bowl winners, the Chiefs. They got Patty Mahomes. They got Andy Reid. They got Travis Kelsey. It's pretty much a no-brainer. They added some defensive guys. That their first round pick, defensive guy, defensive end, which they needed because they had Frank Clark leave, I think, and then Carlos, what's that? Dunlap, he left as well. So
Mhm.
they've got some defensive depth. Um, Drafted a couple wideouts, so we'll see how they integrate into the offense after Hardman and Juju left. So we'll see how the offense looks. It's still probably going to be pretty fluid, pretty high powered. Probably going to put up 30 points a game. But I got them at number one. Number two, got the NFC Championship winners, the Eagles. Eagles added more firepower in the draft. They got Nolan Smith. They got Jalen Carter. They got it wasn't even that long ago. I forgot who they got, but I just know they got some good players. And they got Jalen Hurts, the runner up for MVP. He's gonna come back better. Shoulder's gonna feel better, so expect some more long bombs from Jalen Hurts. And you got another year of the chemistry between Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. And you got some new running backs into the mix, so maybe they'll produce a little bit better than Miles Sanders gave them last year. Um, Number three, my Cincinnati Bengals. We got, defensive end from Clemson, Miles Murphy. We drafted DJ Hill from Michigan, shored up the defensive backs. Um, Waziway, I think I'm saying his name right. He should be back from injury. Our other starting corner after Eli Apple's gone. A couple, Jesse Bates left, and so did what's the other guy's name?
Von Bell.
I'm Bell. He left as well. So we got some guys to replace them. So the defense might be a little suspect, but the offense is still going to be there, putting up points right there with the Chiefs and the Eagles as a high-powered offense. When you got Burrow, when you got Chase, when you got Higgins, you got Boyd, you got this guy out of Purdue. We drafted Charlie Jones. I think it's going to be another year of high-powered offense for the Bengals. At number four, I'm going to put down the 49ers. I mean, they were basically a quarterback away from really competing in that NFC Championship game last year. Um, the book is still out if Brock Purdy's going to be back. Trey Lance, we really haven't heard much from Trey Lance. We know he's going to compete for the starting job, but they also brought in Sam Darnold, I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of QB drama kind of stirring up in San Francisco, and with Kyle Shanahan, you never know what kind of tactics or schemes he's going to pull. So we'll see. The defense is still going to be pretty elite. They still got Christian McCaffrey. So there's still something to build off of there from last year. And to round out the five, I got the Bills. Yeah, Josh Allen had a stinker against Cincinnati. Even though he played at home in the type of weather that he's should be accustomed to playing. Josh Allen's probably still a top three quarterback, top four quarterback. The Bills' offense is still high powered. They drafted the tight end Dalton Kincaid. He should only help the offense. You still got Dawson Knox. You still got Diggs. Um, I still think they have a shot at making the Super Bowls and probably the third best team in the AFC, unless you're on the Jets bandwagon. But that rounds out my top five. What you got for
All right,
me?
that was a cute little top five. Um, So sorry, it's going to be a little bit before you go again. I didn't break down everybody, but I wrote down most teams and I categorized them in certain levels. Um, and kind of how I did it was okay. So I got my poopers. I'm calling them poopers. These teams are just going to be poop. I don't see any of these teams making any kind of run, make any kind of splash. Let's just face it, these teams are poop. Um, Colts, Texans, Cardinals, Bears, Packers, Falcons, Browns, Bucks. You didn't hear it? Colts, Texans, Cardinals, Bears, Packers, Falcons, Browns, Bucks. All poop. They're all poopers. No chances. Just go home
I
and
agree.
see another year. The only one who's in that league is the Browns that can do anything, but I don't think Deshaun Watson's any good anymore. I just didn't see it at all last year. Um, you also paid a guy who didn't. We think he deserved it, but then he did some weird stuff that now we don't think he deserves it. And you paid him a lot of money. You paid him a whole lot of money. And the whole thing is, when you pay someone a whole lot of money, they tend not to be really good for a little bit because they've got that fat bag, so they don't care. Next in the meh, these guys are meh. I put the Browns in here again. They're either gonna be poopers or they're gonna be meh. That's where they're falling in here. I got the Vikings. I got the Saints. I got the Rams. I got the Broncos. I got the Titans. I got the Raiders. I got the Commanders. I got the Patriots. And I got the Seahawks. And I got the Giants. If you didn't hear that
Yeah.
again, I got the Vikings, Saints, Rams, Broncos, Titans, Raiders, Commanders, Patriots, Seattle, and Giants. I got the Dolphins teeter tottering between my next category, which is maybe not noobs. Maybe these teams will be good. Maybe they're not going to be noobs. I got the Jets, Panthers, Lions, Ravens, Chargers, Steelers. I mean, I just don't know. I got the Jets in here mainly because I think they're like 1 or 12. I mean, I'm sorry, they're 11 or 12 in the power ranking. I mean, I thought last year that if they just didn't have a shitty quarterback, they'd have been okay. I put them higher in my power rankings. I know a lot of people are going to put them 11, 12. I put them higher. Panthers. I mean, We would have won more games last year if we had a decent quarterback. Now we got a decent quarterback. Lions. I get what we all want to say about. Oh man, they had a horrible draft. I thought their draft was okay, but you look at their division, they don't have to play anybody. They don't have to play anybody. They're playing the Bears, they're playing the Packers, and they're playing the Vikings. Hardest person in that division is the Vikings. The Lions have an easy schedule here to go 5-6 just based on the division. That automatically makes your record look better and makes your power ranking look better. So I'll break it down like you did your top five. I got my Eagles number one. I think
Mhm.
they're a little bit better defensively than they were last year. I think offensively they're going to be about the same, which is going to allow people to figure them out just a little bit, which may become a problem for them. I think running the ball wise, I don't think they're going to be as good. Um, I think they went one more year too long with their tight end. Um, I just don't. I just don't know if their tight end's going to hold up by the end of the season. I'm pretty sure their tight end's still Goddard. In the past, he's always been known to get injured a lot. Last year they got blessed and he didn't get hurt. I think you just went one season too long with him being your focal point tight end and no real backup to him at all. Number two, I put the Bills. I think the one things they did right in the draft is go after running back and go after some offensive line. Obviously, your weakest point in your whole offense is O line, and running back. Focusing up that a little bit was smart. It was the right strategic thing to do. Um, I also will crap on him for this. I don't think you have any good wide receivers outside of Stephon Diggs and maybe Tyson Dawson Knox every once in a while. But like, come on, Gabe Davis is hit or miss every other game.
Every other
Isaiah
game.
Isaiah McKenzie's hit or miss every other game. I mean, it would have been nice to see him get another weapon. Then we can't say anything about the Bills if they have another weapon out there. Because at that point, if they're just not competing and winning, it's on Josh Allen. Number three, I put the Bengals. I still think the wrong weak point with the team is the O line, but I won't crap on it too hard because at least they're trying to figure that out. Um, the Bengals are definitely a team that's we got to do something now. We got to win now. We got to get our bang for this cheap buck now before we can't get it later, because we're gonna pay Chase and we're gonna pay Burrow. Unless Higgins wants to take a pay cut, which I don't. I mean, I wouldn't. I want the bag. Unless Higgins wants the pay cut, you're gonna be rocking in the future with Boyd and Chase. No fault to that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a fine lineup. Um, I thought you needed a tight end. Didn't go tight end. So that's my only questions here on that team. Mind you, I'm not talking good about anyone yet. I'm only going to talk about the bad. So next, I got number four is the Chiefs. I think the Bengals are a better team than the Chiefs this year, and the Bengals have proven they can beat the Chiefs. So I think if we get into another heated back and forth situation in that category, I think the Bengals are going to take care of the Chiefs this time. I think the Bengals corner corner room is just a little better than what the Chiefs wide receiver room is going to look like. And if the Bengals can find a way to stop Travis Kelce for 2 quarters out of 4, I think they'll win that game. I think they'll win the game.
Mm.
So moving forward, I think the Chiefs again this year defensively are going to be hit or miss certain games, and it's going to be based on the fact of how many points they can score. And with basically a whole new regimen at wide receiver, and a lot of them being
Yeah.
rookies that are, you know, we don't know the hell they are, and you got Sky Moore as your basically your number one almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like it, but you got a quarterback gunslinger that can make him get open. You got a good running game, and you got one of the best tight ends ever. So I won't crap on them too hard because there is a certain mentality they know how to win with, and I think they just do it right. And at number five, I think the only team that's currently I haven't shit on yet that I'll talk a little praise of is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
At
I got them at
five.
5. I just think they did everything right in the draft. Um, they didn't do a whole lot of wrong in the draft. They're constantly building that O line so Lawrence can take time in the pocket. They developed a nice little wide receiver core around him. They got him a good running game. Now all they had to do this offseason was focus a little bit more on the defensive side. I would like a little bit more defense on this team, and I think that will probably be the one focal point that, somewhere in this season they need to tackle is that defensive linebacker position. I think safety wise, they're fine. They're pretty good. Corner wise, they'll be okay. They'll win enough games. I have them so high because you look at their conference, I'm sorry, their division, Colts, Texans, and Titans. You got 2 poopers and 1 meh. They're easily going to go 5-6, 6-6 in that division. So they're going to smack the hell out of the division. They're basically just going to look. They're going to have like filler. They're going to look better than what their record actually is. I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to look better than their record shows. So I just think the Jags are at number 5 only because that division is just going to make them look a lot better than they actually are. And you look at who they play outside of the division. I mean, they're playing the NFC South as well. I don't think the NFC South's too high. They're going to smack around the NFC South. So they're going to basically get 8 to 10 wins just from those 2 divisions. They're just going to look better than their record actually is. That's just what I think. That's why I got them at 5.
Okay, a little higher than I do, but I won't. Hey, I won't argue. You
Yeah,
may
I
be.
mean, I don't think they're going to be, a true 5 power ranking, but record wise, they're going to be a true 5 because they're just playing more pooper teams.
Yeah, I definitely can see that. Um, I guess I'll take over at 6. At 6. Hello there. and welcome to the MTL Sports Podcast. Thank you for watching this video clip of one of our most recent episodes. Please drop a like, drop a comment in the comment section below, and also please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with the most recent MTL Sports Podcast content. For those that don't know, we are also available on Spotify for those who listen audio only. Once again, thank you so much, and this is the MTL Sports Podcast. You whip up my appetite.